Pseudo-Pope Francis is currently planning, in particular through the Amazon Synod, to trigger such chaos that the Church will not recover from it over the next 50 years. The Amazon Synod not only opens the Church to the spirit of paganism, but it wants to transplant it directly into the Holy Mass. Moreover, with the use of phrases like enrichment by indigenous traditions, it seeks to legalize witchcraft, that is, Satanism, in the Catholic Church. In Africa, by contrast, bishops have written a pastoral letter against witchcraft and Freemasonry. Thus, Orthodox African Christians have entered into controversy with Bergoglio. Interestingly enough, Africa has no problem with celibacy and has enough priests. Part 3 of the Instrumentum Laboris cunningly advocates the abolition of celibacy, as if it were just a local problem of Amazonia. This territory, however, needs above all true mission. This is necessarily connected with dissociation from witchcraft and pagan practices, which are contrary to Christianity. The ordination of indigenous witches to priesthood or the abolition of celibacy is by no means a solution to the crisis in the Church. Bergoglio has a specific method. He swears blind that he is not in favor of the abolition of celibacy, but at the same time, he invents technologies to inconspicuously abolish it. He, above all, uses the issue of celibacy to cause a stir. He thus tries to divert attention from the most important problem, namely, the true restoration of the Church. The same attention-diverting tactic, which is used by Bergoglio, was applied at the Second Vatican Council. The main aim was to covertly implant the spirit of apostasy through neo-Modernism and syncretism with paganism. To prevent any opposition, priests were drawn into a so-called liturgical reform. They had to turn the altars to face the people, to remove the tabernacles from the center of the church, to remove the altar rails and pulpits. This caused a certain commotion which diverted the attention. Meanwhile, all theological faculties were penetrated by the heresies of the historical clerical method and syncretism with paganism. Over a period of 50 years, they have already poisoned 2 generations of priests. Today, Bergoglio distracts attention with a very attractive topic: the abolition of celibacy. Even if this issue were to be addressed, then certainly not by arch-heretic Bergoglio, and certainly not at a time when the most burning issue is the effort to restore the Church. In addition, Bergoglio seeks to destroy the institution of the papacy through decentralization. What is currently the main task of priests and bishops with regard to the restoration of the Church? To stop mentioning the name of the heretical pseudo-pope in the Mass. According to Scripture and according to church documents, the believers must no longer obey him. He is spiritual mother of the Catholic Church. What needs to be done now for the restoration of the Church? First, it is necessary to elect an Orthodox Pope as soon as possible, even at the cost of Bergoglio's refusal to resign. Second, it is necessary to restore true Catholic doctrine and to eradicate contemporary heresies as well as the whole apostate system, along with the homosexual network. Bergoglio's structure turns the Church of Christ into a New Age satanic organization. All this takes place through an abuse of the authority of pietist keys.